Hello everyone, in this video I'll be playing Jurassic Park in Warcraft Reforged. The version that I'm playing on is 7.4, which is quite a bit different than the last one I played, which was 6.4. I don't know if there's any differences. My save load code failed, but that's most likely just caused by Warcraft 3 Reforged. Looks like they have changed the survivor model to some type of strange orc. Or maybe it's just random, I don't know. So, looks like the items still work the same.
Alright.
So, because in the last video of Warcraft 3 Reforged, I used the top right base, I'll mix it up this time and go with the winter. The fundamental strategy will probably still be the same, which is go for... Oh, apparently, I guess if you had high particles on, the game crashed. Anyway, the fundamental strategy is pick up okay, max out the biologist guild to get yourself more gold and wood, and then also
Yes, me lord.
build some towers and walls. Pretty simple. You must build this 2 blocks away from your tent, or you won't be able to control your survivors. So it looks like they've put in some protections here to make the game, I don't know, I guess to slow down gold income. So it's, if that works, then it's quite possible that this will be a bit harder. Especially doubling the fact that I have no load code, which does provide a handful of useful bonuses. Let's get a campfire up, since that's required for fossil excavation. I like to have one in the entrance so that you can see any incoming dinosaurs.
Job's done. Alright.
So the penalty of the winter zone is that the trees get half the amount of lumber, which I believe means they have 10 instead of 20.
Right.
And you also only get, or the dinosaurs have a speed penalty, so they move, I don't know, I'll just guess and say 30% slower. I don't know what the real number is. So let's try placing this adjacent. It's probably correct, but I'd still like to see if it works. Still move the survivor for now, so upon completion we'll see if that actually goes into effect. Can we move the survivor? Yes, we can, but maybe it means you can't move it after getting gold. Seems fine as well, so safe to say that is just an inaccurate tooltip, which is good, because having any gold distance would have been a bit of a hassle. So, walls apparently only require 5 wood now. I guess that's some type of cheap defense if you don't want an electric fence. Does not seem... I don't know why you would buy that, but I guess if you just want something. Yeah, I guess 5 wood is, depending on how you gathered your resources, is going to be faster than 12, assuming it costs the same.
Righto.
So this one can be sealed with 2 walls, so, or 2 entrance sealers, in my case electric fences. I'll probably just do 2 fences, because I don't really care about escaping with a gate. Or, instead of going for the fence... Actually, you know what? I guess you could build 2 walls and then build a turret base. Which actually might be more effective, since the early walls... I mean, they don't do much damage anyway. Let's go ahead and give that a try.
Off I go then.
I'm going to quickly wall this off. Looks like 2 choke points. Simple enough. And then the turret is pretty high range, but that's probably far enough. Depends on what my objective is. If I want to have the turret be unable to be attacked by ranged monsters, I'd probably place it back here. Since it doesn't really matter, I think this is sufficient. Worst case, if I lose a turret, that's 15 gold, 15 wood. Not a big deal.
Job's done. Righto. What?
Also, I'm noticing that the survivor has levels now, which is interesting. I haven't gotten any EXP yet, but it's not surprising, seeing as how I haven't killed anything. Bonfire, you can upgrade it to UDA. Anyway, Bonfire can be upgraded to give vision, and it usually does some damage as well.
Yes, me lord.
Get that early-ish gun tower. Always nice to have that as a precaution. Has anyone leveled up yet? Doesn't look like it.
More work?
pretty slow wood gain. Might be time just to switch over to a camp store. Yeah, considering the fact this is about 3 times as long. So I'll switch over to the camping store, which will require 20 wood to get going, and 20 gold. Actually, it might be 17 to be precise. The camping store will allow us to convert the gold into wood. At a decent ratio, I think it's... Interesting choice. It looks like he was taking out all the trees to increase his vision. But he left the game. I'm guessing that was a crash, since that seemed pretty abrupt. What does a snowberry do? I have no idea. Someone find one? Oh. Surprised you didn't just click the item.
What?
Apparently I have one in my base. Upgrade the basic wall. Regen by 20%? Sounds useful. Okay, 60 gold. I've been doing this for quite a while. Let's get the building unit. Always useful to have the camping store close by, so I'll place it adjacent to the gold mine. Since I don't have a load code, I believe that means I can only get one. Yeah, I think one gold mining bot, so I don't need to worry too much about having a space. I've had my runoff for quite a while, but I haven't replenished any mana. So it looks like mana regen just doesn't exist in this version. Oh, I am gaining EXP now, though. Oh wait, no, mana regen does exist. It's just unbelievably slow. I guess they don't want anyone sprinting.
Off I go then.
Yeah, I think I can delay. I'd rather get the electric fence up now. Of course, I'll still hold off for the camping store first.
What?
Activate the sprint for 1 second. Yeah, that's terrible. I don't know what they were thinking with that low mana regen. And camping supplies. Seems like that build time might have been slowed down a bit as well.
Upgrade complete.
Get the wood. Should cost 30. Let's take a look. Yep.
What is it?
This tower will be able to take out the unit. Also, wow, survivors do a ton of damage now. I believe it's 2 to 2 or something like that in the first game. They've made these survivors can just straight like take the dinosaurs out themselves. It's absurd. Huh. Also, yeah, health was increased by 100 to 220, which is pretty significant as well. Looks like the electric fence model is slightly bugged. That much shouldn't be in the shadows. Weather, electric storm. I think weather was a thing in the first game, so that's probably new. Looks like there's no info. Okay. Let's purchase some more wood.
Yes, my lord.
And next up, we'll be upgrading to the twin power plant. And then after that, I will get the biologist center to start upgrading my gold harvesting speed. We could place that over here, I guess.
Yes, my lord.
You don't need to be close to it to interact, so having it a little farther away gives me more space to work with. Biology. Oh, that was a new one. Let's cancel this. Undead Science School. Join a clan. Alright, I guess we're not doing that. That's fine, though. Looks like one of the survivors died. Pretty surprising, considering the fact that the survivor is really durable now. And he does a ton of damage.
Research complete.
Human advancement. Okay. First level didn't give gold in the last one either, so we'll see if it does. At level 2. If not, then these upgrades are pretty much
Research
worthless.
complete.
Alright, good. You still do get the advancement gold upgrade, which is very important. Let's take a look at our allies here. We have purple. 2 towers up. Speaking of towers, probably should get an extra one pretty soon here. I'd like to get 1 level of gold upgrade first, though. And then we have red. Red base is surprising. No towers at all. And pretty low damage on... Wow, 400. I wonder how much that costs.
Our allies' town is under siege.
7 wood away and 24 gold. I think if you type show, it tells you the difficulty. Nope, never mind. Clear. Apparently that's not a thing. Oh, and it's a big one. Alright. Yeah, this is why it would have been nice to have 1 extra tower a bit sooner. Let's just get it now. I won't be able to repair for very long, but that's fine. My repair speed is slightly above the dinosaur's attack rate, so this should be more or less fine. And if worst comes to worst, I can tank a couple hits with my survivor. This will give me 70 gold if it remains the same, which will be enough to get me the biology upgrade. Sends bubbles out to take out insects. Not many insects in the upper regions, so that's not too big of a deal. Alright, let's just get back to harvesting. Nothing more I can do here. Well, I guess I could get 2 wood and 2 gold, but does not make a difference. Oh, 90.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, let's purchase more wood. And now it's time for gold.
Allies' hero has fallen. All gold is
Human
required.
advancement, which now gives me 2 gold per trip. And once I get 15, I'll go repair my wall. Apparently red has a save load code.
Our town is under siege.
Yeah, something is messed up with the shadows. Level 3. Just killed an insect there with my free bubble gun, which I got from the Happy Meal earlier. Pterosaur. I think that's new. Do I need to repair this? I guess I can. Oh yeah, I guess my fruit expired. I don't think I picked it up. Well, that seems like enough time spent repairing. Let's go get more gold. So I'd like to get the gun lab up pretty soon here.
Job's done. Research complete.
We're now up to 3 gold per trip. And it seems like these final levels are a bit more expensive than they used to be. 55, whereas level 4 in the past I think would have been 40. Not a big deal though. Get the gun shop. And what we'll be buying at the gun shop is the tranquilizer gun, which will allow us to stun the dinosaurs. It's also, the gun shop's really cheap to get, so it's nice to have. Looks like I'll also need another power plant soon. Crank gun. Okay. I think that'll be around 20 total. Let's put the dinosaur to sleep for 2 minutes. Yep, exactly what it used to be. Cost seems more or less the same as well. Not usually something to pay attention to. So now if any dinosaurs come up and I'm not prepared, we can put them to sleep for 2 minutes and be perfectly safe. So at this point, should be pretty clear sailing from here to the end of the game. I guess we could upgrade the bonfire for fun. I don't think there's too much point though. Let's put the camping supplies on a control group so that it's easier to click on.
Our allies' town is under siege.
And I guess the villager could be on control 1.
More work.
That actually doesn't work when he's mining. Okay.
Yes, me lord.
This time we'll purchase the 70 pack
What is it?
and get some human advancement again. There should be one level left, but it'd be neat if it kept going. Get like 10,000 HP and 100 gold gain per trip.
More gold is required. Our town is under siege.
Okay. Under attack by a bigger dinosaur.
Yes, me lord.
As always, take out the ranged ones first. Looks like my towers managed that on their own.
What is it? Our allies' town is
Can place the turret base, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to upgrade it. I think going to the gun tower requires a gold or electricity as well. Oh, it does not. Nice. With the 4th gun tower, right now we have 3. That'll be enough to handle any dinosaur for the next several minutes. Looks like Yellow's little dino base is lasting longer than I would have expected.
upgrade.
Apparently he can still build power plants.
What? Our allies' town is under siege.
Right. Yes, me lord. Right. More work.
More gold is required. More gold
Upgrade
is
complete.
required. Research.
Wow, that actually does keep going. Well, I mean, the next logical stopping point would be 10, which is probably worth going to, just seeing as how we're up to 5 gold per trip now. Leveled up while mining.
Yes, me lord.
Then again, maybe I do stop at 5 for the moment so I can get some better towers. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do.
What
We
is
need
it?
one more power plant.
Build more allies' town is under
Oh, that's
siege.
not a power plant. Okay. And then
Me lord.
another learning center.
Off I go then.
And then I'll immediately upgrade this to the twin power plant, because it's very cost effective to do so.
Our allies' town
And this
is
one will
under
be the
siege.
physics center, which it contains the tower upgrades.
Job's done.
What is it? Upgrade complete.
So 2020 to purchase the research to get anything.
Allies' town is under
And then
siege.
from here we just need to start working our way through all the towers.
Research complete.
Advanced turret, that'll be done in a minute or two. And our end objective here will be to get the Helix laser sentry. In the stronger power generators is decent as well if you're low on space, but otherwise it's more cost effective just to build twin power plants.
What? Our allies' town
I should have enough wood in my stockpile at the moment to get both the next research and human gene therapy.
More gold is required. Research complete. Research
Yep.
complete.
65 gold, so that's only a few trips away.
Siege. Our town is under siege.
Apparently we're under siege. Doesn't look like it. And I don't think any dinosaur was killed. Let's kill the fly here. Red died. Well, I mean, he didn't have any towers last time I checked.
Off I go then. What is it? More work.
Let's go get that 4th tower up.
Yes, me lord. Righto. Yes, job's done. More
Our
work.
town is under siege.
I mean, I do a lot of damage now, but I do still need to repair. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, if we ever do get too low, easy to just trank gun the dinosaur. The range on this bubble fly swatter is really tiny. Helix will be ready. I'm going to need to go buy some more wood for that. And actually, the wood consumption that it will take to repair this will put me slightly too low. Oh wait, never mind, it was 85, not 95. So then killing this dinosaur should get me enough money. There we are. And I believe they cost... Once you have the research, I think it's somewhere in the ballpark of... like 70 gold, 70 wood to buy the tower. And we'll be able to sell these back to get some resources. Oh, wait a minute. If you're UDA, it returns 50%. What does that mean if you're not? 0? It wouldn't actually matter. So that will be done soon. So for now, we'll just get more human advancement. And I'll also get organics, because that'll give me access to the greenhouse, which will heal you over time. Otherwise, healing is actually pretty hard to get in this game without spending gold. Probably about time to replace my 5 wood wall with bunkers, but I still have a bit of time before I have to do that. Actually, I don't know why I just did that. I have no idea what that means. Is he on my team still? He's not.
Research complete. Research complete.
Oh. Okay, need the commercial laboratory. That can also go... We can place that over here, I guess. That's fine.
Job's done. What?
Oh, wow, that is a... This is stupid. Okay. Well, he's gone for 2 minutes, so no big deal. In fact, I can just put him to sleep for the rest of the game. Wonder why they would... 7,000? Hmm. Yeah, that's really dumb. Okay. Commercial lab.
Job's done. What? All right.
And then I can start getting Helix. For good measure, I'll buy some extra trank guns or darts early. Killing him will definitely require a bunker, or else he'll just get through any wall in one hit. In fact, he can get through these in one hit. I don't know why I built that again. Okay. Oh, nice. For whatever reason, that dinosaur did not attack. Can I hit? Okay, let's lure him to the right. Or not? What is he doing? Okay, guess he's going to sleep. And it's about time for me to build a tower over here anyway.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Job's done. Easy. Yes, my lord.
Okay, I think it's been about a minute. For good measure, I'll just top up the sleep. The darts are so cheap, there's no reason not to.
Right, all right.
Where am I running?
Yes, my lord. All right.
Build more farms.
Need more power.
Upgrade complete.
All work. All right.
Actually, a night scope could be nice. I'll buy one.
What? Job's done. Yes, me lord.
Yeah, he's also so big that the dinosaurs can't attack me with him in the way. I think this helix is a little bit weaker than it was. I want to say it was 27 in the previous version.
More work. More gold is required.
Okay, next up is going to be the bunker.
Yes, me lord.
So we need another learning unit. And then we'll need more power pretty soon as well.
Easy. Job's done.
Going to be the mechanic school.
Yes, me lord.
I guess we can put this one to sleep.
Right.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, once again, just playing it safe. Going to put red to sleep again. And take out the, oh wow, the helix build time is really long. I think that's 2 minutes. Yeah, must have been. Time for more darts.
Yes, me lord.
Join the Mechanics Guild, and then that should give us access to the bunker. Okay, let's take this guy out.
Research complete. Upgrade complete.
Purchase 2 more batches of wood, and the bunker is 30-30. How much health does the bunker have? 950? Alright, that should be enough to take a couple hits.
Our town is under siege.
Okay, something's under siege. I'm hoping that's been resolved. Once I finish the bunker, I'll kill the Spinosaurus. Or maybe not. Preventing him from attacking is a nice secondary function. Got 2 wood back. Honestly, that's pretty surprising. That wall had almost no health. Oh wait, maybe that was the full HP one. I think they were both low, though. Apparently I stopped building it at like 99%.
Job's done. That's it. I'm dead.
Come on.
Off I go then. Job's done. Righto.
Okay.
More work. Off I go then.
I will definitely need to kill him at some point, or else I won't be able to get my, I won't be able to get to the escape helicopter. Or actually, I could just sneak around him. That's probably easier.
What?
What's the range on these? 750? Okay, that should be fine. For good measure, I'll do this one.
Yes, me lord. Off I go then.
Yeah, the thing about the sleeping effects is that it only notifies you that it's low on time once it has like 2 or 3 seconds remaining. So by that point, it's far too late.
Yes, me lord.
See, watch. Yeah, there's like no time left on that.
Yes, me lord. Off I go then. Yes, me lord.
And let's get these 2 upgraded.
Build more farms.
Power plants.
What?
Upgrade complete.
Okay, so to escape, we're going to want the terrestrial upgrades. That requires tank design 101 and 105.
Job's done.
Where's 101?
Yes, me lord. All right. All work. Yes, me lord.
And 105 should be
Upgrade complete.
the next research. Wait, no, tank design 101. Okay, well I needed both anyway. Ammo jamming will be nice as well to build up the trank darts.
All work. Off I go then. Righto. Yes, me lord. What is it?
Research complete.
Righto. All right.
Seems like the bonfire burn range is larger now.
What? All work. Yes, me lord. Righto.
So is this able to attack? Looks like it. Alright, excellent. So if I want to kill him, my best bet will be to get maybe 10 Helix Laser Sentries, but I believe the game has a limit of 6 towers, which means it was probably just about impossible to kill. My current damage is 100 per second, which means I'd need to attack him for a bit more than 75 seconds. Since he has 30% damage reduction, probably be closer to 100. 100 seconds at 150 damage a hit is simply not realistic. But you know, I might be able to cheese him with a bonfire. That could be the trick. I think the bonfire does 5 damage to sleeping units without waking them up, but as a precaution I'll buy several trank darts. I'll put this small pack on the ground,
Yes, me lord.
and then I'll place a bonfire next to
Go
him.
then. All right. What?
If it wakes him up, then I guess I probably lose this game.
All work. Job's done.
If not, this could be our safest method for taking him out.
What is it?
Not enough
Yes, me
mana.
lord. Righto.
Let's just eat that Happy Meal.
All right.
I like the mana. Is it dealing any damage? Well, it's not done yet, so...
Upgrade complete.
Oh wait, I didn't actually read the tooltip. Is it 5 to insects? No, it does dinosaurs. I mean, it doesn't seem to be affecting him. Well, that's too bad. What about this one? It's not noticeable.
Yes, me lord.
Let's get the... $105.
What? All work. Yes, me lord.
Learning unit.
Righto. What? Job's done. All right.
Poacher is going to be the final one that I have access to.
What is it? Job's done.
Upgrade complete.
All work. Yes, me lord. Yes, me lord.
Research complete. Research complete.
To 9 gold per second now. And we have exactly enough wood to get to...
Research complete.
So yeah, 10 levels was max.
What is it? Yes, me lord. What is it?
Okay. From here, we can get, well, definitely more wood.
More work.
We can get military, you know what, that's pointless. All I care about here is the Trank Dart. Ghost Watcher reveals nearby invisible units. As far as I know, there aren't any, so interesting to think about, though. Heals Dino for 150. Some T-Rex P could be good. While it generally is disabled for escaping, it could keep me safe at this phase of the game from him. So 400, I believe that's roughly how much it costs to get the tank. Should probably get an extra camping megastore now.
Easy. More work. Yes, my lord. Off I go then. What is it? Job's done. What? All right. More work.
Yeah, 10 gold per second is actually great, because at 10 gold, that's so much more than the previous game that you don't even really need to get the gold harvesting bots.
Off I go then.
No jamming. Or joining, not jamming.
What is it?
Upgrade complete.
And with that, we are now on the... I have no idea where he just went. Did I forget? I mean, I don't think there's a way that I could have... Did he somehow despawn himself?
Research complete.
Distressed survivor? Huh. Well, at a minimum, these walls can take 1 or 2 hits, so I'm not at any risk. And now let's get the terrestrial hybrid.
Research complete.
Terrestrial and tank. Alright, we'll do it. We'll get it, but I'm pretty positive that doesn't work.
Research complete.
Yes, my lord.
For good measure, I'll also upgrade these to bomb shelters, which gives them an extra 400 HP, I believe.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, 400. Okay. Well, with the remaining time that we have,
Research complete.
we can go for a couple of thorn herbs, and we'll probably be able to get 1 or 2 before the game ends. few seconds here we'll be able to get the biology warehouse research, which is where we can get the thorn herbs that I had mentioned. Is there anything else to get? I guess we can go for the generators, even though they're worthless. That was a decent time to start stacking the trank darts together.
Off I go then.
Research complete.
More work.
18's probably enough. There usually aren't that many circumstances where you'll need to trank a dino. Really, the only one is red. Okay, so thermo plant is 5.
Research complete.
Let's see here. So that'd be 5 for 8 power instead of 15 for 12. Okay, never mind. The thermo plants are worth it, but when you bundle that with the 40/40 cost, then you're spending 36 worth of power to get... Yeah, 36 worth of resources to get 8 extra power per power plant, and plus an additional 5, and it seems like it's about a break even. Space-wise, though, the thermo plants are better. And for some reason you have undead power, which requires you to be in the undead guild. Wouldn't surprise me if one of the undead perks is resurrection.
What?
777 wood. Okay. Should be able to get the biologist centers now, or the cultivation facilities.
Yes, me lord. Job's done.
Oh, guess you do need mutation for this.
Research
Job's
complete.
done. Yes, me lord. Off I go then.
Need at least 4 herbs, which means so I should get 4 of these buildings.
Upgrade complete.
Let's get skin repellent,
Job's done.
and then movement speed, better eyesight, damage. Not going to be attacking, so I'll skip damage. Then we'll do resistance and
Research
move
complete.
speed. Oh, okay. Well, this is extremely unexpected. Joining Clan UDA is actually not a save load perk, but is instead a research at the biology warehouse.
Research complete.
Makes no sense, but alright.
Upgrade complete.
All right.
Yeah, that's good though. Which I guess means we do have access to all of the extra powerful things.
Job's done. Yes, me lord.
Upgrade complete.
Undead power, undead laser. Alright, might as well start the laser.
Research complete.
Vehicle health. Okay. Ghost war.
Research complete.
No, I don't think so. And undead power, undead fire laser. Okay, so it's poison laser, fire laser, shock laser. Of these, the poison or shock laser is probably the best, just seeing as how it requires the most upgrades. And we also get access to the advanced repair unit.
Our town is under siege.
Yeah, which requires the regular repair. Oh, it requires hard mode? I don't think we're on hard, so we probably can't make that. Of course, difficulty in this game really is meaningless, so who knows. Alright.
What is it?
My buildings are taking damage from something. I guess we could purchase that invisible item finder, or the invisible unit finder. It's possible there's something invisible in here.
More work?
Oh, probably not. Okay.
Research complete. Research complete.
Dinosaur spawned in her base, shouldn't be an issue. In fact, it walked to the choke point where it could get hit by 5 at once. Okay, a couple of dinosaurs here. Need a few more thorn herbs. Need 4.
Research complete. What is it? Research complete.
Repair speed is pretty inadequate. Must not be percentage based.
Research complete.
Okay, so this one's on full health. Let's just put it to sleep for now. Maybe the only way I can see this level of speed justifiable is if they allow you to have more than 6 towers.
What?
Otherwise, this is just the damage output is very low.
Job done. All
Wow, 3,600 damage. Wait, per minute?
right. More work?
If we assume these attack once per second, then 20 times 60 would be 1,200. Or wait, no. Yeah, 1,200. So it's about triple. Oh, and limit 1. All right, I guess we'll start it.
Yes, my lord.
Why do they have so many power upgrades? What are they expecting people to need this many for? That is a tiny model. Helix is what I would do next. Yeah, so I'll go for it.
What is it? Right.
Okay, in fact I will not be going for it because I've reached my maximum amount of towers, which is a measly 9. Or no, not that. It's only, what would it be, 7? Or 3, 8. 8 towers.
Off I go then. All right.
Okay, let's ditch the unable to drop. Alright, whatever. I guess I'm only getting 3 herbs because I thought there might be invisible units damaging my structures. It's a strange limitation. Admittedly though, 30 hit points is not very many with how much health you get from the advanced upgrades and just higher base health in general.
Research complete.
So poison is 30, which I guess means if we assume they have the same attack rate, then the Helix should really be doing about 2,000-ish damage per second. Or maybe even more. Seems unlikely though. I guess we might as well just get these random upgrades.
Research complete.
What is it? All right. All work?
Is that dinosaur still here or was it killed? Based on the health, I think it was killed. I'm not sure. Adds AoE damage, adds AoE damage. Okay. So I'll get Shock AoE first, since that's the most powerful, and then just in order of least to greatest, so I'll get, or greatest to least, so Shock, Fire, Poison, AoE. Deals damage per second within range? I'm also noticing that these towers have item slots, perhaps for scopes to be put in?
Yes, my lord.
Wait, these have item slots as well.
Yes,
Where
my
did I get all this vision from? I mean, it did occur... Okay, I think it was purely from the night vision goggles.
What word?
Maybe it's... Oh, maybe it's my builder. That could be. Ah, so it looks like my builder now has flying vision.
Righto. Yes, my lord.
Does this affect the tower, though?
Off I go then.
Okay, let's get that Shock AoE. Red is still in the game, perhaps waiting to kill me in my escape.
Upgrade complete.
10 minutes to go.
What is it?
You know, I was just reading through some of these physics researches again, and it's just surprising that they added 5 additional levels of survivor upgrades, but they didn't think to improve the computer facility. 6 income every 60 seconds with a research before it, and you have to allocate a structure and power for it. I feel like the minimum that would actually be usable at would be 100 income per minute. Even that would be very low. For me to get it, it would probably need to be 500 per minute. Just seeing as how I'm getting 10 gold every second, so right now I'm getting 600 per minute naturally. Yeah, just something to think about. Or, you know what, I suppose if you can make more than one computing facility, 100 per minute might barely be enough. If you're limited to one though, then it should be about 500.
Research complete.
The icon showing that it's researched isn't really much brighter than it was to begin with, so you can barely even tell that you've unlocked it.
Research complete.
Yeah, these graphical effects would be nicer if they weren't quite as long. They actually do obstruct a fair amount of vision. take a look at the other structures we have in here.
Yes, my lord.
Electric fence, power plant. Actually, power plant kit's interesting. How much does that cost? Campfire, power plant, tent. 3-pack. Actually a decent discount.
Forward.
Research complete.
Medium Fred. Oh, that's just an upgrade. Well, +1 Fred gather rate. Only 5 minutes to go. I'll make my escape vehicle. Actually, you know what? I should make it now to make sure that it isn't bugged and can't move or anything absurd like that.
All right. Righto. What is it?
Research complete.
Ready to work.
Okay, back to the original plan, hopping out and making the tent. I made the repair robot first because it can repair the escape vehicle at the same time as you run.
Research complete.
Tent.
All right. Job's done.
Research complete.
Oh yeah, physics station. Ah, I needed the Fred. It was a good thing that I made this. I don't really know why you would need the Fred for this, but nice to know. Wow, that is a lot of passive health regen, thanks to the Thornflower Herb. 3 per second.
Righto. Yes, my
Upgrade
lord.
complete.
Off I go then. What is it? Off I go then.
It's a nuke dealing 1,000 damage.
Yes, my lord.
If it doesn't affect me, that could be useful in a pinch. Yeah, I'll buy it.
What?
Hopefully it triggers instantly.
Research
Does seem like a risk, though.
Yes,
If
my
it
lord.
accidentally also affected me in the damage, that would be quite unfortunate.
Righto. Off I go
I
then.
guess if I want to get my mana, I'll have to make a restaurant.
Job's done. What is it? Righto.
Upgrade
Off I go
complete.
then.
Research complete.
Forward.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cheap to restore
What
it.
is it?
Just surprisingly very slow at the mana regen.
Off I go then. All work.
Our town is under siege.
There we go.
What? Righto. Yes, me lord. What is it?
Upgrade complete.
Job's done. All work.
Alright, he can't move at the moment, but that's normal. He needs to have a pilot first. Alright, looks like it's working just fine. So we'll hold off for 50 seconds, and then we'll head out. I just got the physics station, which increases the attack speed of nearby towers for 20%. I just built that at the end to purely see what the speed bonus was. In reality, though, I should have built that earlier. That's just free damage. Well, just about free. Not technically free because you have to get a research first, but yeah. Since my load code didn't work, I don't have access to the freeze ability. Not too necessary, though. I could head to the center of the map, but it's not necessarily advantageous because the helicopter could spawn in the winter zone. Well, maybe. I don't know if it has any restrictions. Okay. Let's try to figure out where red is. Apparently, that's not helpful. If he was showing up at red, he would be relatively visible, so I'll just have to assume that he's not here. Oh wait, never mind, there he is. So let's go ahead and sneak on over to the helicopter here, try not to die instantly, and win the game. This is an extremely dense pack of dinos, though.
What?
Did I win?
Righto.
Just hostile? What? Oh, I guess I got my vehicle too close.
Yes, me lord.
Still running away. There we go. Blue has successfully boarded. So that's how you win Jurassic Park on, I guess, easy. Not that it makes a difference. And yeah. See how many Jurassic points we get. 14. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, my old score was 750, so it'd take many games to get there. But yeah, simple game. If you get your towers up in a reasonable amount of time, you shouldn't have any issues. 2-minute trank gun means you're not at any risk at any point. It is a little annoying, though, that friendly players can become extremely powerful dinosaurs that you can't really kill in any period of time. The only way that you could kill red would be if you tacked him for 20 seconds, probably less than that. Tacked him for 10 seconds, tranked him, then healed him, restored the wall back to full with a very slow repair, and repeated the process. And even then, that would only work assuming that the dinosaur's health regen is low, which, considering how big the dinosaur was, it would not surprise me if it also had stupid health regen, like 80 a second or something. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you want to help my channel out, consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.